Good evening, this is Numerologist Uttam K Dave, and today I am going to discuss the psychic number 1. Psychic number 1 means all those people who are born on the 1st, the 10th, the 19th or the 28th of any month. So all of these men and women would have psychic number 1. So in this video, I am going to discuss the positive and the negative aspects of psychic number 1. So first let's begin with the positive aspects of psychic number 1. The positive aspects are they are original. Now look at people who are born on the 1st or on the 10th or on the 19th or the 28th who are original. You may want to take the name of Lataji, you may want to take the case of Dhirubhai Ambani, you may want to take the case of Bill Gates. They were all very original people, are in fact, but when they began, I'm talking about that time. The second is that they have a lot of willpower. You can name so many people. Take the case of late Indira Gandhi ji. She took so many decisions which needed a lot of willpower when she was out to protect her own country from foreign invasion. So that is the positive aspect of being psychic number 1. The third is that they are very independent minded. You can become very famous, very big in your field only when you are very independent. And again, I would like to give the example of Hrithik Roshan. The fourth positive aspect is courageous. People who generally do very big things are generally very courageous, because as you know that everything carries a risk, and if you're very fearful, there is no chance of you ever becoming successful. So they are very courageous. Look at anybody born on the 1st, the 10th, the 19th or the 28th. They are all very courageous, and they do take a lot of risks to do what they want to do. They are very active. They have a lot of initiative. They have a lot of leadership qualities. Now take the case of again any winners. Again, I would like to repetitively give you names of Dhirubhai Ambani, Bill Gates, or even late Indira Gandhi ji, Bill Clinton. All of them have leadership qualities. Self-reliant. Take the case of Aishwarya Rai, who's born on 1st November. How self-reliant she is about her work and her life. And individuality. These people who are born on the 1st, the 10th, the 19th, the 28th will always leave their mark on whatever they do. Take the case of Rekha ji, who's born on the 10th. Look at her dressing style. Look at the way she comes across to people. She is so uniquely dressed that she will always stand out in any party. So similarly, if you are very observant of, even if you take the case of late Indira Gandhi ji, her hairstyle or the way she dressed in a sari was so unique and so different, which would always make her stand out from the rest. So these are some of the positive aspects of psychic number 1, born on the 1st, 10th, 19th or 28th of any month. Now coming to the negative aspects of psychic number 1. The first is arrogance. So if you are born on the 1st, the 10th, the 19th and the 28th, you will need to check your tendency of being arrogant, because sometimes what happens is arrogance does get your work done, and sometimes when you're arrogant it does not get your work done. So you need to be careful. If you have this tendency, try to check it in yourself. The second is selfishness. Yes, I will not say all, but I do know people who are born on the 10th and are very selfish and very self-centered, although I would not say everyone. But then if you do have this tendency of being very selfish, do try to adjust people in your life and do also give them some consideration. The third is ego problems. Yes, I have seen people in my life, people who are born on the 1st especially, have a lot of ego problems. There's nothing wrong in having an ego, but it should be used in a proper way and at the right time and at the right place. So if you have an ego problem, make sure that you use it in the right place at the right time, and then it cannot harm you. People with psychic number 1 have a lot of pushiness in them. Don't always try to be pushy. They are very domineering. I have experienced people who are very domineering, especially those who are born on the 19th. So if you do have this tendency, try to be less domineering. Now, this whole idea of discussing negative aspects is not to bring you down, but to make you aware of your negative tendencies, which might be pushing you away from success, or might not be aiding you to achieve the goals which you want. So this is just a reminder of your weaknesses, and I would expect them from you to turn them into your strengths. The next is stubbornness. People generally born on with a psychic number 1 are stubborn, some of them. So try to be less stubborn and show some flexibility in your thinking and acting. Some of them do have false pride, though I have not personally met anyone with this psychic number 1 who have a false pride. And the last is self-willedness. Yes, you cannot always do things the way you want. You have to adjust to people around you and also give them some consideration. So these were the positive and the negative aspects of people born on the 1st, 10th, 19th or 28th of any month with psychic number 1. I hope all men and women around the world who watch this video will take these whole things very, very positively. And my sole intention as a numerologist is to make you aware of both your positive and negative tendencies. What you will need to do is upgrade your positive tendencies, work on your negatives, and try to either minimize them, diminish them, or change to whatever extent you can from your weaknesses to strengths. Thank you very much for watching this video. Bye-bye.